What's going on, everyone? My students Nardo and Jordan went from complete beginners on Amazon doing 100% retail arbitrage to now doing online arbitrage and wholesale and doing close to $100,000 months on Amazon. So if you want to learn all their tips, tricks, and secrets and see exactly how I helped them grow their Amazon business to almost $100,000 a month in only a few short months, then make sure to watch the entire video. I hope you all enjoy. Yo, what's going on, Jordan and Nard? Welcome to the channel. So you just want to introduce yourselves, how you got started in Amazon, what you were doing before Amazon, all that good stuff.
All right, guys. What's up? My name is Nardo. I go by the Instagram handle of Not Fetty. I started Amazon FBA in May of 2024, but I've been in the e-commerce scene for about 4 years or so. Before, when I first started, I was just doing low ticket flips, cleaning up shoes, selling them to go used, making probably about $100 a week or so. I quickly realized that I like to do online money gigs and stuff like that. So I figured out I wanted to sell more shoes. So I just went deeper into the market, was buying shoes at a discounted price from outlets or places like Ross or Marshalls and stuff like that. I was also going for the hype drops and stuff like that as well. Just making money online from just selling shoes pretty much. That was my whole thing. And I met my friend, Jordan over there doing the same thing, like-minded person. And we both were on the same page of just wanting to be an entrepreneur and wanting to make a way for ourselves other than, taking the standard route, going to college and getting a job or whatever. But that's completely fine. It's just not what we wanted to do. So, and then next after reselling, it made us a good amount of money. We made our first couple tens of thousands of dollars online. We found out about Amazon FBA. I think back in we learned about it in like 2022. I'm not gonna lie, like 2023. It's just it was a little bit complicated to start up, and plus I think we weren't like able to even open an account because I'm pretty sure you needed like a bill at the time. So it was a bit of an issue. So we got to that point. We finally started our journey in like 2024, and we hit the ground running. We did a lot of retail arbitrage, and retail arbitrage is basically like shopping in store, buying things in store. We were just copying and pasting the way we bought shoes into Amazon. So we were just buying cleaners, detergents, and toothpaste, and just selling to Amazon for a profit. And then that worked really well for us for a good while. I mean, it still works pretty well, but we wanted to scale. And that's how we met our friend Michael here. And he taught us how to do online arbitrage and wholesale. And that took my numbers probably at least like now, like my splits used to be 100% RA, but now it's about, I'd say 60, 30, and 10 right now. And that 60 will be OA, 30% RA, 10% wholesale. I'm still figuring out my way with the wholesale game. As Michael was mentioning to me, it's time in the game. It takes a while to build it up, all that good stuff. But OA is more of a friendly, you make money today type of thing. So we were able to convert that as soon as possible. But yeah, that's a little backstory about me. Met Michael, I think it was about October 2024. Met him
Yeah,
on
like
IG. I was
October.
like, yeah, I was like, bro's killing it. So I would definitely want to take my business, and I didn't want to stay stuck in retail arbitrage. They call it the trenches or whatever. But I just wanted to be more hands off, and Michael helped me a lot with that. But George, you can talk now too.
Awesome. Yeah. All right, Jordan, let's hear your backstory.
Yeah, man, pretty similarly to Nardo. I just sold shoes. I've been doing it for about like four years ago, maybe. But yeah, we were just selling on like StockX, selling on Go, selling locally, and I was doing that for a while. We made a lot of money. I used my like 9 to 5 to fund it while I was younger. But like eventually, I just kind of wanted something more sustainable, something I could scale a lot better. And I seen so many people doing Amazon. My girlfriend at the time did Amazon, and like I seen the potential in it because she was just doing so well. Like I knew like I had the capital to really take it off. So I really wanted to get into it. And eventually me and Nara kind of started doing RA together. But it was like we were going to the store for like 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, traveling to all these states just to make like $500 in a day. It's good money, but it's like it was a lot of work. And we were doing FBM everything, and it just really was not like it really wasn't scalable the way I thought it could be. But then obviously one day Nardo showed me you, and he showed me you were really just killing it, bro. You were like shipping out all these boxes. I think you did like what like $250,000 one month or something. It was like super crazy. You
Yeah.
showed me, and then Yeah, we just learned how to do FBA. I started doing like 100% FBA. Started learning a lot of like OA, so I could take a lot of time that I was driving in stores and doing like on a computer and stuff. And that was, really beneficial. Really helped me scale, I would say.
Gotcha, guys. Yeah, so OA was definitely a game changer to the business. Helped you
Yeah,
scale instead of staying in the trenches all day, going to the
For
retail store.
certain, yeah, for certain.
So, Nord, you have a warehouse, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So how you like that going for you?
So the warehouse, I'd say I wouldn't say it's necessary for our Amazon business, but I love it personally. It was either get a warehouse or get a storage unit, or you could also get like a garage in your space. My issue was like my landlord was fussing, there's too many packages in an apartment. And that's the only thing about living in an apartment, you have to listen to what your landlord says. So I basically just, took it all in and I was like, I'm gonna go rush and get this warehouse. Not saying I needed to do that, but I feel like it was the best decision I've made for my situation being because now I'm able to get pickups. I'm able to get deliveries from doctors. My packages are a lot more safer. And it's the convenience of just working away from home. Sometimes I would get in the loop of like when I work in the house, everything feels like work and you can't really
Mhm.
clear your mind out. And that was a big issue I was facing. I kind of really didn't get any balance. I didn't get to even decorate my house the way I wanted to be. So, I was like, yo, this warehouse is so convenient because every time I go to the warehouse, I feel like working. Every time I go home, I feel like, I'm gonna just chill out. So it's like whatever I'm feeling like, just go to either one. And now I'm about to move in March, so I'm gonna be closer to my warehouse, so it's gonna be even more convenient.
Sick, man. Yeah. So is there any reason you went to the warehouse instead of like prep center route, or you wanted to do something in person yourself?
I'd probably say it's just, yeah, I like being a lot more hands-on. I mean, I understand the prep center route will work out too, but it's like I already knew that I didn't want to give up like RA completely because I still see money in it and I also still sell shoes. So I know for a fact I'm gonna still need some type of space to do my thing. And also it's like if I could just be more hands-on in the business, I like the whole idea of that. I know a
Yeah.
lot more people are saying that they want to just push it all away and have everything take the hit on the profit. I kind of like the in-house fulfillment because you save a little bit more money. I know you have to pay the rent and everything like that, but you save more money overall because you can source more, you can put more stuff in the warehouse, and you can also just be more hands-on and know what's actually going on. With the third-party prep center, you might not know if like if an item is going to tank by the time it gets there or by the time they prep it or little things like that.
Yeah.
But it's all preference at the end of the day.
100%, 100%. Yeah, I personally have had a warehouse for almost 2 years now, and that's one thing I love about it, just being able to control everything. But it's also great that you have the warehouse because you want to dive into wholesale. Now you have a warehouse address to open those wholesale accounts because many distributors they don't want to sell to someone who's shipping it to their house. Many won't even ship to a residential address once you tell them that. So warehouse also opens up all those wholesale opportunities for you as well. And plus, like the wholesalers come visit the warehouse. It just makes life way easier for opening up wholesale accounts. So diving back into the Amazon, how would you say your first Q4 was on Amazon? Was it good? Exceed expectations? Tough? Made a lot of money? What would you say?
You want to say, Jordan?
Yeah, I think this was my first Q4 on Amazon. It definitely like showed me a lot to figure out. I did get deactivated a little bit in the Q4 just because I was doing all FBM and I realized like fulfillment is actually pretty hard at that level. And I did
Yeah.
definitely mess up a little bit, but it did give me some time to like really lock in and dial in my OA. And I just got my FBA going into Q1. I got it really dialed in the meantime while it was deactivated. So even though my Q4 wasn't the best because, like I said, I just couldn't fulfill at the level I needed to with the demand, I did get deactivated. But it definitely gave me some time to like dial in and get my OA leads, get everything worked out. That way I could go into Q1 just ready, FBA everything, get a lot of boxes in. It just definitely gave me a lot of time to prepare. So even though it wasn't as good, it definitely helped my Q1.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Q4 definitely proved the concept to you at least how the sales can spike.
Yeah, next time I just got to know to ship everything on time.
Yes, sir. Nardo, how's yours?
Yeah, I kind of completely agree with Jordan. It kind of like blindsided me because I guess it was not my first Q4, so it's not what I was used to, I'd say. A lot of things did get tougher around that time, and I'd say, usually Q4 is the best season of ever, right? But for me personally, Amazon showed me that like you needed to have everything in order pretty much. You had to have inventory, you had to have ungates done already, you had to have fulfillment, healthy account and stuff like that. So me not really being disciplined and not knowing enough, I didn't have the best Q4, so I really had to pivot towards actually I think that's why we literally pivoted to learning from you because it was like now we have more time to learn. So you were teaching us like every day it was a new banger lead. Like Q4 it was like leads all in your face, tons of stuff going on, lots of sales. But we were necessarily missing out on that because of the, two worlds colliding right there. It was like our FBM was seeking trouble because, we oversold items and stuff like that. But then FBA would take too long to check in. So it was just like, kind of like a bad situation to be in, so we pivoted more to shoes. But the concept of FBA, I mean, through just knowing sellers like you and other people, bro, people were printing money. So we just me and Jordan, we took that time to really learn the whole concept of OA because we thought OA was like pretty much dead. I mean, we were reverse sourcing and keep a product line or whatever. It was so trash. I mean, I just was never given it the time of the day, but we just sat there for pretty much most of the Q4 to get ready for Q1. And I've been crushing it more than I have for Q4 and this Q1 right now, just to learning all those concepts throughout the Q4. But I mean, my Q4 was all right in terms of like, what I had to pivot for. So I had to open a new account and I had to sell some shoes and stuff like that. Wasn't my best Q4, but I'm really looking hopeful for this year because I'm gonna have everything in order, everything set up, what to do. But yeah, I mean, sometimes that's how business works. You just have to pivot to what works best for your situation and don't complain about anything.
Yeah, 100%. That first Q4 can definitely be rough. I know for me it was rough. I was FBMing a ton out of the garage back home, oversold some items, working just in the garage in Florida. Even in December, it was pretty hot. Yeah, we FBM'd a ton. We did $400,000 that Q4 in that month between November 22nd to December 22nd, I believe. But it was rough with the FBMA, and I didn't plan the OA part correctly because you have to FBA early to make sure it's checked in time for December, which I didn't really know about that first year. So then the next year I was way more prepared and was able to do like 99% FBA because I personally not a big fan of FBM. But of course, if you're a new seller, it's definitely a good way to prove the concept. But besides that, I know you mentioned a little bit at the end of your talk just there how networking was pretty helpful for you to meet other Amazon sellers. You want to go into that?
Yeah, like honestly, I was already kind of trying to tap in with networking. I mean, kind of seen it with, I probably say I first seen the difference in networking from literally Jordan. Like, I think this was like summer of 2022, and he was saying like, I remember because I was telling him I was like, bro, I can't sell no other shoes nowhere else to apps. He was like, bro, I know this guy. His name's Andy. He'll buy all of our pairs at this set price. I'm
Yep.
like, how do you know a person like that? He was like, bro, you just gotta text him on IG, you just gotta shoot your shot. So I was like, bro, okay. So that's when I started building up my socials and stuff like that. So, I grew my following for my shoe page, I think to like 900 something followers or so. But I had those connections to get things sold. So as soon as I started Amazon fully, I was like, you know what, I have to make a name for myself. I have to start knowing people in the scene. I mean, and that just put me in the right rooms at the right time. Like it made me figure out what was the wave right now, like what people are doing more, if it's OA, RA, or wholesale. But I realized quick to see like everybody has their own concept of what the business wants they want to run. But it's just so many more opinions now that I can prevent myself from not, doing the right, not doing the wrong thing. So it's like I see somebody is printing off of this. I'm gonna take it with this grain of salt and I'm gonna look at this person doing that. And it's like I can implement all these factors into my business, making the strongest business I can, just off of just knowing people. And also it's just like building a community yourself. Your personal branding is big as well. So you just have to know people in order to do that. So if I know big sellers like you or Amazon Trapper, Dyson Allen, like those are nice people in the scene. And it's just just knowing people, it'll put you in the right rooms, and you'll just know more about the community and the ins and outs, and people like Flip for Miles or what's the other guy name? One Up FBA, the wholesale dude. It's
Yeah.
just conversating with those type of people as you get to the front of the door, and you know what type of items to stay around or what not stay around. You get updated on the news, like say the bundle policy. I wouldn't have known nothing about that bundle policy if I didn't talk to nobody. You know what I mean? So
100%.
stuff like that, for sure.
100%. Yeah, I know networking for me, especially when I started in April, May 2022, my mentor Miles, he kept on telling me, bro, you got to post on Twitter, you got to post on Instagram. And I wasn't big into social media like before. Back in the day, I was big into sneaker reselling, similar to you. And networking was huge for me in that space, but still, I wasn't big on socials by any means. I just happened to go to the correct conventions, meet the right people, and I just had the good connection. So if I get 1,000 pairs of shoes in one weekend, I can sell them all to like two people. So I didn't even need the big socials. But then for Amazon, I kind of had to start square one again, meet new people. And he kept on telling me, bro, just post on Twitter. So I was just posting screenshots of my sales, and then the people naturally just came, and then we started networking, and I had a group of like 5 people, Peter, Derek, Michaela, Nick, a bunch of people at the start, and we were just hopping on Zoom calls like once a week, twice a week, just sourcing. It was great. And without them, it would have been way harder. Like we were cooking up Stanley Cups my first Q4, and I wouldn't have known about it without them. Lululemon bags, a ton of other stuff. And that's all for networking. People are afraid to do it. Like I was afraid to do it because I'm never big on socials and you don't meet enough people. And definitely probably my only regret in my Amazon journey was stopping posting on social media in like 2022. Like after I met the right people, I just stopped posting. It's like I already met my friends, whatever. But I should have kept on documenting the journey because it would have been awesome to look back at it. But it is what
Right.
it is. You live and learn. So I definitely recommend networking to anyone who's looking to start off because especially in the shoes space back before Amazon, people always talked about like everyone was a gatekeeper. They wouldn't share anything. Like who you sold the shoes to, like that's like we don't tell anyone. What sneaker bot you're using, you can't like everything was a secret. But in Amazon, it's pretty
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I would say it's more so a accepting and loving community where people are more open to share. Because in the end of the day, like the person who's going to succeed the most is like who just puts the most time into learning. And but in sneaker community, people are gatekeeping. So you should be happy if you're selling at Amazon. There's a lot of people. If you just start posting on Twitter or Instagram, just like screenshots or just like one talking video a day, you'll meet other sellers in your same like space, same.
And yeah, that's the only thing. You just really just gotta shoot your shot because like, I mean, I have a Discord now just full of people that hop on a call every night and we're just talking. Sharonly is doing this sourcing together. But it's like, I would never meet those type of people if I didn't put my face out there. So it's like,
100%.
closed mouths never get fed. So bro, you just gotta post or do whatever you gotta do. Just get in
Got
the
it.
right room and stuff like that.
Yeah. You have anything to add on that, Jordan?
Yeah, just piggybacking off what you guys said, Amazon is literally like always changing and you always have to adapt. And like the first people to adapt are the ones that are going to succeed. You can't be late. So if you're just talking to other people, you're kind of always in the mix. And obviously, like people are stronger together than divided. Like if you're by yourself, it's going to take you a lot longer to learn something than if you're learning it with 10 other people. So I feel like it's just like a lot easier to like move with the adaptation and move with like the changes of Amazon because Amazon is literally like always adding something new or trends or this is selling good one time. So it's kind of easier when you're with more people to figure things out faster and stay ahead. So I definitely think it's like probably one of the most important things. It's just never do it alone.
100%, 100%. And just since we start wrapping it up, so what are your like goals for Amazon for this year, 2025? What's like the goals you have for your Amazon business?
To be honest,
Uh
I go.
no, go ahead. You got it.
I got you, bro. That's a good goal. I've only done $100,000 a month one time. It was actually $98,000, but I really want to get like consistent $100,000 months and maybe like even start to peak up higher than that. Also, I'm moving pretty soon, so I got a big garage. And I really, really, really want to get that like dialed in and just get like OA and wholesale really, really dialed in with Nardo's warehouse and everything. But yeah, probably just like 100K a month is like I want that to be like the new minimum threshold. It's like my
Yeah,
biggest goal. And obviously, a huge goal is meeting new people. I want to go to ASD and stuff. I want to meet a lot of new people. It's really, really fun. It's like I feel like the only friends as we get older are like friends that we have like similar interests with or like
Yeah,
mutual beneficent. Like we both benefit. So I think that like this is a great place to make friends, like you were saying, the network. I definitely want to network a lot more and make a lot more Amazon friends. And then, yeah.
100%, bro.
Yeah,
No, already got
and I
anything to add?
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Jordan about that. Now, I mean, I don't know if I did. I was telling myself I don't know if I want to consistently, but shoot, Jordan's doing it consistently. I better be doing it too. But I definitely just wanted to hit my first 100K month. I think my biggest month was like 70. So I definitely want to hit my first 100K month, and I definitely want to profit like at least like 100K in the whole stretch of Q4. Like completely dialed in. Stuff is going out on time and everything like that. Just having a lot more money liquid also. I mean, if it's not liquid, it better be going to POs. You know what I mean? Just having
100%.
more cash. Everything has to have a place, and that's what I want to be. And also, like Jordan was saying, I really, really mess with the community a lot because like we're actually doing this. Like we're actually doing it. Like it's not a lot of frauds, and if they are frauds, they get pointed out in the communities. You know what I mean? Like I was just talking the other day with some people, and it's like these people had these nice cars, these nice cribs, and actually doing big numbers on Amazon, and they're actually doing it. But you can see the impersonators though, and they're in there. It's
Yeah.
always guru in every single scene, but it's just like I feel like with dropshipping or even shoes at some point it became more of a aesthetically pleasing business and people weren't really making money. Like people just lived in Miami and people just had a nice supercar, but they weren't really making money. They were selling a course and everything like that. I know that whole one-on-one shoes, everything took over and they said, oh, join this business. But now Amazon, I feel like people are actually building a whole foundation and all that good stuff. So I don't know. I just want to network with more people that's doing bigger and better than me and learn from them and just take over really.
100%. Just got to keep on. 100K months this year for sure will happen, especially in Q4. Like in December, you can easily just double your month just because of the insane volume as long as you prepare right.
Exactly.
Utilize credit cards to a maximization, network with more. I like you said, go to ASD. There's ASD coming up next month, but I know August is the one that typically everyone goes to. So I'm definitely going to try to head out there. And yeah, just keep on networking with sellers to hit those goals will honestly make it happen. Going back to networking, back in my original group from May of 2022, like I met my friend Peter and now we live across the street from each other. So it's just like that those are the goals. Like you guys live like this
We're
in the same
neighbors, man.
exact
Yeah.
area. Yeah, so like
Yeah, the
that
same we're in the same complex right now.
so
Yeah.
that's how it should be. And just to hit those goals for 2025. And just to end off the call, guys, would you say I was helpful in helping learn OA and actually giving one-on-one support? Because I know you mentioned before, like there's a lot of people who drive around like the Lambos who don't actually do it. But I would say, I mean, I go to the warehouse like quite a bit, so and I gave one-on-one help. But let's hear your opinion. Was I helpful?
I speak first.
Oh, definitely.
I
Yeah, go
would
ahead,
say,
Jordan.
getting like a mentor or something, I would 100% recommend it. And you've been an amazing mentor because you really are like paying for a friend, obviously not paying for a friend, but you're paying for like that support of someone who is like obviously where you want to be at. And it's really easy for you just to funnel all the information you spent years learning into us. And it's like, I
Yeah,
really do feel like we became like friends over this experience. So now it's like, I can literally just like ask you anything. Like I have one random question instead of having to go on Reddit or go in a Discord group. I can just text you and you just tell me. And honestly, I think that's super, super beneficial having a friend like you in our corner.
100%, bro. I hope you're all enjoying the video with Nardo and Jordan. And if you want the same one-on-one coaching that they got directly from me, then make sure to hit the link in the description to apply for my one-on-one coaching program where you can work directly with me just like they did. You'll get my personal phone number to text me whenever you want to ask me any question any time of the day. You'll also get access to 2 weekly group coaching calls with me and with all the other fellow students to network with. As we talked about, networking is super key, getting to a phenomenal community, 10 plus hours of course curriculum, and so much more. So if you want to learn more and you're a hard, dedicated worker who wants to add Amazon online arbitrage and wholesale into their business in 2025 and achieve that new financial freedom or just add an extra few $1,000s in profit a month to their name, then make sure to click that link below to apply. and I'll see you all in the rest of the video.
Yeah, I completely agree with what Jordan said. I mean, we were really skeptical at first. I had to talk to my father. Me and Jordan was talking about. I was like, "Oh, is this guy really doing what he's saying he's doing?" I was really confident in you, Mike. I was like, "Yeah, I think this is the one, man. He's cool." And we paid for it. And the thing is, you back up all the things you said. It's like you show us live. Like there's no cap in what you're saying and stuff like that. So I'm never
Right,
afraid
exactly.
to
Yeah,
after that, I mean, I used to be a big one person to be like, I think I already know it, so why would I pay for the information? But getting a mentor, it's not even really necessarily if you know it or not. You could even know the information, but you just not putting it to use the right way. Like some systems you probably gave to me, I probably already knew. It's just like I didn't take advantage of it because I guess of the simple fact that I already knew it and it was free. And then also the point where it's like, I'm not getting the proper guidance, and I
yeah,
don't know somebody that already has done it 10 times better than I did. So when I meet somebody like you, I'm like, he already been here before, probably plenty of times. So let me ask him, and you're able to answer it really easily. I'm like, okay, I might have been thinking like this, but all right, if Mike said that, I'll probably just, go this way. And it worked out for me and everything, especially learning the system of OA. I'll tell you, bro, we were looking at OA like, how do people make money with this business model? Everybody was saying OA, OA, OA. I was like, this is trash. But then,
yeah,
you explained it pretty well.
yeah.
And I was like, man. And then we're still locking in with the wholesale. Now, when we learn the whole wholesale module, and I know that's going to take longer, but when we learn that, I mean, more kudos to you. You're already getting, I probably say I already made triple of whatever I invested, probably quadruple. I don't know how many. Then we invested with like 3K. So I definitely cleared that probably a couple months ago. But it's like, now you still offering a whole bit another business model. It's just OA alone can make you so much money, but then wholesale too, like having those both is just so much money to be made. And also it was like it's a lifetime thing. It's not even like you're gonna just disappear one day and be like, all right, just talk to my VA instead of me now or something like that.
Yeah.
It's real transparent and real thorough. So I really appreciate you, Mike.
Yep, I appreciate you guys, and like Jordan was saying, like just text me whenever, like you guys know, like chat about whatever. Like Jordan put me onto the Neuro Gum yesterday. Appreciate that.
Yeah, like stuff
Yeah,
like
like
that.
just
Like
stuff like that.
it's
Just we're
cool,
boys
bro.
now. Like everyone in Florida hit me up. But yeah,
Mm,
you guys definitely are gonna kill it for sure. And like you guys are like ideal because you actually put in the work. And that's also going back to paying for something, you're more likely to put in the work and like be able to ask questions. Like when I started, I paid a mentor too. I paid him because I wanted to learn quickly and like skip past a lot of common mistakes. And plus, if I was doing it for free, I would probably be less likely to put my effort into it. But now I just paid someone a few grand. So it's like, all right, I got to pay
You
attention.
have to do it.
I got to pay attention to make my money back here.
Exactly. That's the feeling. That's exactly the feeling
Yeah.
you got. I'll tell
Like
you.
he was already putting all the free content on YouTube. I wasn't really paying attention, but like I paid the guy. So now I got to actually listen to this guy. And now we're boys, like we hang out in Miami every once in a while. So
Yeah.
that's the cool part of selling on Amazon. But yeah, guys, this was a great call. And yeah, do you guys want to plug your socials or anything? People can find you.
Yeah, you can follow me on 23 Wholesale on Instagram, please and thank
Sick,
you.
bro.
Oh yeah. My handle is not Fetty with two T's and a not.
Awesome, guys.
Yep.
All right, make sure to follow them. And yeah, see you all in the next video, everyone. Talk to you later.
So yeah.